Today's weather is sponsored by Integrity Ag Group, precision ag technology specializing in planting, harvesting, fertilizer, application, and drainage. You can find them on Facebook under Integrity Ag Group. We will have some showers and thunderstorms this morning. They will be on the way out, and this is good news. I don't think we're going to have a second round of severe weather later today. We pushed this activity out this morning. Maybe even some sun coming out later this afternoon. Warm, well above normal temperatures into the 60s. We take a look at visible satellite this morning. We wait for the sun to come up and you can see the clouds. Now look off to the west, clearing skies. Let me stop this. You can see clearing skies over parts of southern Missouri, Oklahoma, and Arkansas. Now this is a dry punch that's going to push in our area later this afternoon. May see sunshine spread eastward across the region as these clouds thin out and clear out. Warm temperatures. Let me just turn the temperatures on. Take a look at these temperatures. It's about 10:15 in the morning. 70 degrees over northern Arkansas, 70 Little Rock, 61 in Poplar Bluff. Now consider normal temperatures this time of year. High temperatures around 45 degrees. So we are already well above normal this morning. Last night at 11 p.m., 12 a.m., 1 a.m., temperatures were in the middle to upper 60s. Normal lows for this time of year around 25 degrees. So temperatures were 30 to 40 degrees above normal last night. That is simply amazing. What a crazy winter we've had. This is not the first time this has happened. We've had this happen multiple times this winter. We've had these huge anomalies well above normal temperatures. And that's going to be the story for today. Now, the good news is that we believe the severe weather threat has diminished. Yesterday at this time, we were thinking that today we might have more severe weather in the region. What the thinking is now is that the threat has pushed off to the south and east. Now, officially, the Storm Prediction Center still has parts of our area in a slight risk zone. We do have this marginal risk area as well. Marginal means maybe a couple of severe thunderstorms. Slight risk is a better chance of scattered severe weather. But the thinking is we will not see a lot more development this afternoon. If the forecast holds true, maybe a thin line of storms forms over parts of Indiana and Illinois right along the cold front as it sweeps eastward. But maybe that will not reach down into most of our area. We'll keep an eye on the Pennyroyal area of western Kentucky, south central Kentucky as well, maybe back up here in this area. But the rest of the area, we may not see much development this afternoon, even though the sun comes out and we warm into the 60s, maybe 70 degrees. The better forcing, the better lift may stay off to our east and southeast. With that said, it's February and temperatures in the 60s, near 70 degrees. That's a big red flag, so we will keep an eye on it. But the thinking is that the severe weather risk for today has diminished and has pushed off more to our south and east. Keep an eye on it. Let's just turn on radar real quick. We back up radar till 1:30 last night, and we did see some severe weather develop over northern Arkansas. We had some thunderstorms producing hail over Kentucky as well. As the night went on, we'll see how this developed into a widespread shower and thunderstorm event. You see here 4, 5, 6 in the morning. Some of you woke up in the middle of the night, saw some very loud thunder. Some of you woke up to hail, had several reports of people waking up because the hail was hitting their windows. Parts of Carter County, Missouri had enough hail that it looked like it snowed on people's porches. Let's switch over to the local National Weather Service out of Paducah, Kentucky radar. And we do see some redevelopment on the back edge of the precipitation. It's about 10:15, 10:20 in the morning. Ballard, McCracken, Massac, Polk County, we see these little thunderstorms and showers dropping some heavy rainfall, but they are moving fast. We did have that redevelopment. This whole area will push off to the east and northeast over the coming hours. That leaves us with that clearing area back here that I showed you coming into southeast Missouri. Once this precipitation ends, that will probably be it for most of us. We may see some redevelopment over parts of Indiana and Illinois later today. Some of that may reach into like the Pennyroyal area of Kentucky down into Tennessee. We'll keep an eye on it. Again, anytime it's in the 60s in February, you want to keep an eye on the weather, especially with a cold front to our west. But the thinking is, and most of the guidance is showing little to no redevelopment back in here, maybe some redevelopment over parts of Indiana, maybe southeast Illinois, Pennyroyal area of Kentucky, down in the Hopkinsville area. Keep an eye on that. SPC did significantly shift the severe weather outlook south and east of us Earlier, they had us all in a slight risk, and now that has been shifted. They'll update it again around 11:30. We'll see what they do with it. Bottom line, this afternoon, maybe some redevelopment of showers and storms over parts of Indiana, maybe southeast Illinois, parts of Pennyroyal area of Kentucky. Whether anything develops back here in southeast Missouri, southwest Illinois, far west Kentucky, northwest Tennessee, seems fairly unlikely, or at least it would be isolated or scattered, and we don't believe it would be severe. Keep an eye on it. It is February, a lot of moisture, still some energy in the atmosphere, but the thinking is everything has shifted south and east, and that's good news for us. We don't want any more severe weather.